the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
So Arizona State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got two of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside and some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
The run inside. It's Brown. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Now facing a third and long. Again, it's Brown. Looking for room at the 30. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down. But if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Knights! A great catch and run for 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Boley. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. He's past the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's a give to Watson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Duke Watson, driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Quarterback making checks. Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. And
brings it down on the right side. Finds a seam. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! He step and just dusted the field.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for them.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Quarterback making adjustments. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Caught and into the end zone. Touchdown ASU. And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got it. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on fourth down. Unloads quickly. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. A handoff for Watson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got his man. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Making side adjustments here. from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Arizona State sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 5 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Sun Devils head coach told me something crucial. They have got to keep feeding their star wide receiver. He has been brilliant here in the first half, showing his experience against every type of defense they've tried to throw at him. He continues to be a problem, one the defense will have to solve if they expect to turn around this second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Boley. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. On the run, it's Chambers. Got enough for the first. Gets away from one. He's got space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Now on first down from the 30. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Barnett. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, no incident. We're tied up in the third. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Defense in press coverage. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Grab near the marker, it's Miller. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
Gain of 5. And that's good enough for a first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. A give to Brown. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
One more time, it's Brown. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
Might have a chance. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. To throw, it's Barnett. Snagged out of the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Fires to the middle. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
And that last completion left a mark. Third and even longer coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Sun Devils sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered. Over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on.
He's loose on the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. In the red area, it's Brown. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Farmer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial guy, and then getting to the quarterback. And the hard part a lot of time is getting him on the ground. Nice job by the big lineman.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Open space at the 25. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You've got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They'll give it to Brown. Fights off a defender. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runner runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Picks up the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Brown again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, ASU. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Rushes on him. Breaks loose. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wade. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pass is knocked away, incomplete, and how good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Some misdirection with the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
Got a little grass. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Under fire. Makes the grab. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a give to Watson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, and accurate throw.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Makes the catch.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Got his man to the left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Using the quick game. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a